And I mentioned Warren Spahn just a second ago. Warren Spahn. Now, you want to talk about a guy who pitched a long time on 3 days rest throughout his career. Pitched to the age of 44. 44 years old. 172 and two-thirds innings in his rookie year for Jose Fernandez. 251 innings pitched for Tom Seaver in his rookie year in 1967. How about Warren Spahn? Oh, I went back. But went way, way back. Looked at Warren Spahn. First full season in the major leagues, 1947. You know how many innings he pitched in his maiden voyage onto the major league scene? 11 innings shy of 300. 289 innings pitched. And I did a little bit, further checking on Warren Spahn. 44 years old before he hung it up. Do you know how many times Warren Spahn in his illustrious Hall of Fame career, Spahn and Sane and Pray for Rain, do you know how many times Warren Spahn pitched a minimum of 275 innings in a single season? 9 times. 9 times. I mean, did they make arms differently back then? Was the human being constructed? And don't forget, you want to amplify my thought even more so. We're living in the last 25 years of progressive advancements every single year in terms of kinetics and understanding the body and the dynamics of the exertion of force, and understand and MRIs and having the ability to have high methods of training now. These things weren't available back in 1947 when Warren Spahn was pitching, or when Bob Feller was pitching, or when Walter Johnson was pitching. Verducci, I didn't see this story, but in the midst of reading his current story today, I became aware of the fact that Verducci had written a story not too long ago. The headline of the story, first he says today, we've got to lower the mounds. That is ridiculous as far as I'm concerned. But he wrote another story, I guess his most recent story was, here's the headline, overuse fueling Tommy John problem. The average age, listen to this now, the average age of the 22 major league pitchers to need Tommy John surgery this year, and you heard that right, there's 22 pitchers this year. This year, it's May the 14th. 22 pitchers need Tommy John surgery. 22 of them. The average age, this is in Verducci's story, is 23.4 years old. 23.4 years old. Listen to this. Here's a paragraph from Verducci's column today. There happens to be another compelling reason to lower the mound, which is asinine to me. Besides saving the elbows of pitchers, Verducci writes, the game needs offense. Why does the game need offense? People, he writes, especially inside the game, are not paying nearly enough attention to how the game has been bastardized in just the past 5 years by the increase in velocity and the specialization of bullpens. I've got a noble idea. Forget about, listen, I've got a way we can do this even better. Keep the mound where it's at. Keep it at 10 inches. Don't lower the mound. Verducci says we need more offense in Major League Baseball. I've got a great idea. This just struck me like a thunderbolt out of left field. The mound has always been 60 feet and 6 inches from home plate. Why don't we make it 65 feet, 6 inches from home plate? Wouldn't that be a great idea? Listen, let's bastardize the game some more. 65 feet. This way the batters will have an extra fraction of a second to see the ball. We'll get some offense going there. Shut up, Tom Verducci, will you please? You sound like a moron here, I'm afraid to say.